Hello to you, Justin. Just told our viewers a moment ago that yes, you do have Bryan Habana, but you also have the #1 citizen of South African rugby with you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gareth, from Masiyile High School in Khayelitsha, where this is the last stop, one out of the 3 schools that the Bryan Habana Foundation, as well as the Khayelitsha Foundation, have visited today. A total of 1,000 food parcels have been donated to the 3 schools in these areas. Very much needed. And as you mentioned in just an earlier conversation, mentioning the fact that the Western Cape currently recorded, 66 of the total recorded cases, COVID cases, in the country at the moment, and it just shows, in how much in need these communities really are of food parcels. And with me, I do have Sia Khayelitsha, and he's joined Bryan Habana today. But Sia has also been doing some fantastic work for a total of 8 weeks thus far, a number of 41,000 food parcels that they have delivered. Sia, we remember that moment in November last year, and you returned to South Africa, talking about the fact that, that moment was a springboard, an opportunity for good to be done in this community, not for that moment winning the 2019 Rugby World Cup to be just something, to celebrate and forget about, but in order to do good. You've stuck by your word. How important has it been for you during this COVID-19 period to assist, these communities out there?
First, I want to correct. I don't think it's 40,000 parcels. I think it's 40,000 people who've been able to feed during this period. But yeah, like I said, this is what we do, and that victory in that year, it gave us a platform to be able to reach, people that we weren't able to reach before, and we were able to help in this time. And I think, as you can see, from past rugby players to current rugby players doing their part, I think this is the time to show, what we stand for, and this is like a humanity fight, and we all have to play our part. And as you can see, the people got behind us last year, and now it's time for us to get behind the people. As you can see, the Springboks are also doing their campaign, which is over, I think, 3212, which was last year's score. We're donating some of our own stuff, and it will be awesome for people to get behind it. And it's not getting behind us, it's getting behind the public, we're giving back, to just saying thank you by giving some of our memorable prizes. I'm giving one of my jerseys, I think, against Canada or Italy, the jerseys that I'm giving to, and we just want people to also feel good in getting something amazing, but they're playing part in helping during this time in COVID-19. And being here has been really special, because same Zweden is a similar surrounding, a similar way. And I've been talking to the Omakulu inside, and just letting them know that I'm also coming from the same common environment, and I was also raised by Omakulu, and we know how tough it is in the community. We live on helping one another. That's what community is for us. If you don't have something, you go next door with a cup and ask them to fill it up with mealie meal or rice. And now it's tough times. You have to stay at home. So it's really tough, and that's why I think people are struggling in this time.
As I've mentioned, you have been busy with your foundation along with your wife Rachel. You guys have been not only in the Western Cape but other areas of South Africa. You have interacted with these people. What are the messages that you're receiving, once you are able to part, with these good food parcels to these people? I mean, are they talking about their needs? Are they talking about their struggles to you?
Yeah, of course. And I believe that's why we're here, and that's why God blessed us, so we can tell these stories that will never be heard before. I mean, it's heartbreaking, some of the stuff you see. I thought I knew what struggle was. I thought I struggled a lot until I go to a place where people have never had water before. That's a basic need, and a basic right for people. And they don't have water. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how many years it's been since the democracy and the freedom for people, and people still don't have those kind of things. And it makes you realize that so many people need to actually step out and go to the communities and see what's actually going on. So and we can't polish the stuff or hide it. We have to speak about it so that the future generation doesn't have to go through what I go through, because there's so many people who died for a better South Africa, and we must make sure that they don't die in vain, that change is coming. And that's why we're working as young adults. I'm encouraging even my young kids. I want them to know this is not right, because they always ask me, where are you going? I'm like, we're going to feed. Like, why do their parents feed? I'm like, because people don't have, and that's how your daddy grew up. And I want them to be able to know that they need to find a place, to know that it's not only after looking after themselves, they need to be looking out for others, so that life is equal for everybody else, and the narrative has to be changed.
And lastly, the work that you guys are doing, yes, you're on the forefront, and people see Sia, Rachel, Bryan, Lizo in Pretoria is doing some fantastic work. the Difference Foundation with Cheslin and Justin and Branko de Priya. You guys are all doing phenomenal work, but this work will not be possible with partners. And
Yeah,
surely that is
100%.
fantastic that the likes of Pick and Pay and Boxer and various other organizations are teaming up to do their good and join you guys in these efforts.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And, this is not the time to compete where a brand will say, I'm competing with that one. That is not. I actually step away when somebody has a problem. If I'm working with somebody who does the same thing as him. And the way that Pick and Pay has been amazing in Boxer, they just came in and they make our lives so much easier. And we come in, we tell them this is what we want to do, their matches, and then we go and we can feed so much more people. And we go for 3 months at a time, so we go this month, the month after, just to give that security for people so parents don't have to stress one less stress off their list, so they can focus on making sure maybe they look out for school uniform or school fees, but they know that the fees, the food is coming through. And like for me, Adidas has been huge help. For my side, Dove has been huge help, and we have a small company called Print Tag who's been helping us. We're giving these small booklets for kids just to stay active, You can color in and drawing and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just really been amazing. And South African people as well donating. No matter how small or big, at the end of the day, it will make a difference. And we try and use it effectively. Hence why we have partners like Pick and Pay and Boxer who make sure that that money is used effectively and they give us, good prices to make sure that we can make full use of that. And yeah, it's really been great and I'm encouraged and I know that this is what we stand for in South Africa, we pull together in times like this and I want people to do this above and beyond. We need more sustainable ways, we need to change. If you look around the year, there's so many people waiting. We can't look after all of them, This has to change. People have to start using their voices and their platform to make a difference.
Sia, thanks very much for your time. And again, the South Africans, there's the call out by the 2019 Rugby World Cup winning captain, Siya Kolisi, to really try and do your best in order to assist where you can. And now we will leave him now of his duties as they go through the community of Khayelitsha to actually go personal drop-offs as well, like they did in the areas of Mitchell's Plain, to just further their work and assist in various communities where they can, Gareth.
It's a day many of those communities are going to remember for a long time. Justin Ford, thank you very much with 2019 World Cup winning Springbok captain Siya Kolisi.